Live pictures now, downtown Miami, coming to us from 7 Skyforce as tens of thousands of people flock to the city of Miami, gearing up to honor the champion Florida Marlins.
All of them waiting to greet the best team in baseball. They are all over the streets of Biscayne Boulevard here in downtown Miami. You can see another live picture. This party is getting started right. That is the amphitheater here at Bayfront Park.
Hello and welcome everybody. Glad to have you along with us once again as we honor the Florida Marlins. I'm Craig Stevens.
And I'm Belkis Nure. Happy to be here waiting for the boys of summer to get here and make their way through the streets of Miami so we can all cheer them home like the champs that they are. Let's get things started right away. We're going to toss over to Tom Haynes. He's at the beginning of the parade route to see how things are going down there. Tom.
Guys, there is a party in South Florida, and it all starts here. Take a look behind me. The players arriving just about a half hour ago. They are in their cars, ready to cruise down Flagler for the big victory drive. They are so thankful for the fans here in Miami for all of their support this year, going against conventional wisdom that this team would not win. The players say thank you. Mayor Alex Pinellas is here. Miami Mayor Manny Diaz. Of course, the Marlins mermaid, Billy the Marlin. Governor Jeb Bush expected here, although I haven't seen him arrive here just yet. The players are in their vehicles, ready to take their victory drive. We had an opportunity just a couple of minutes ago to speak to manager Jack McKeon about how proud he is of his team. Listen to this.
I'm just happy to see so many people out here appreciate what we've done for them.
So you're excited about this? Huge win, huge.
We're all excited. Everybody's excited. It's great to bring the World's Championship down here to Miami and Florida.
Thank you. Thank you.
As you can see, Belkis and Craig, this is a major staging area. Hello, Billy the Marlin. How are you? Your team has won. Congratulations. Boy, is he proud of the Marlins, as everybody is here in downtown Miami. Again, Ground Zero, the logistical headquarters of this parade. They're going to be taking off any minute now, right down Flagler. If you can see the crowds gathered there, police are out in full force. Once they leave here, they will cruise down Flagler Street through downtown Miami and just take it all in. Imagine the emotion these players are feeling right now as they look out into the crowds and thank the hundreds of Marlins fans who have come out to congratulate this team after such an extraordinary season. Belkis, Craig.
All right, Tom, if Billy the Marlin could talk, he'd
Yeah.
be saying, Marlins rule.
If he could talk. And Tom brings up a good point. We've got a day full of festivities, not just the one going on here. There are a couple in the city of Miami, and we'll also be heading up to Broward later on in the day.
This afternoon for a boat parade.
Right. So
Florida style.
that the team is getting the welcome, the hero's welcome they most certainly deserve. And now we want to check in with the guy who really brought this series alive for so many of us. Heck, not just the series, but the playoffs and everything else, too.
All of it. Steve Shapiro's down there with more of those fans. Hey, Steve.
All right, Belkis, and thanks a lot. I'm standing here with the masses at West Flagler and Northwest First Avenue. We're in front of the courthouse, and we're a little limited this year because there are barriers set up along the street, and we cannot cross the barriers. It will be a little difficult to walk up to the cars and get to the players. We will effort to get the players to stop and come over and talk with us. I'm about, I would say, 2 blocks east of where Tom Haynes was, so once the procession starts, it should get to me in a matter of a couple of minutes. I can tell you, relative to the parade they had here in '97, of which I was a part, that the crowd seems bigger this year. It seems more boisterous. It seems more into it. The Marlins certainly were a gigantic surprise this year. They came from nowhere, from 10 games under 500 in May to be world champions in October. They beat the Yankees 4 games to 2, and in so doing, the Marlins have never lost, and I've said this many, many times, they have never lost a playoff series. They are a perfect 6-0 in the playoffs. This is an incredible ride. And by the way, during these playoffs, they were not extended to the...
Okay. Steve Shapiro on that. Thanks much. You know, it doesn't surprise me that he mentioned that we're seeing larger numbers of people, because it seems to me that so many people have connected with this team this year. I mean, everybody has their favorite player. We all know you have your Mike Lowell thing. and people from Jack McKeon on down, it just seems like people have really connected with this group of guys.
Absolutely. I think as the team gained momentum, the fans, you know, really got into it more, and that's why I think we see a lot more people out here this time around, because really no one expected this at all. And to beat the Yankees, but let's not go back there, shall we? We already know how important that is, but let's check in now with 7's Richard Lemus. He's down here at the Bayfront Park Amphitheater, which is where all of the players and all of the team officials are going to end up, and where the party has already started. It's been going on for a while. Richard.
That's right, Belkis. It all started at about 10 o'clock. We have them out here screaming, dancing, the DJ warming up this crowd at about 10 o'clock. This is where it's all going to happen at noon. The trophy will be handed over to the Florida Marlins. We're going to have dignitaries right there on that stage. Everyone from Jeb Bush, Mayor Alex Pinellas, plenty of dignitaries out here. You've got kids, you've got everybody out with their flags. It is one exciting time. They have painted their faces. They are wearing their Marlin shirts proudly, waving their flags. You know, it is an incredible party out here. The confetti drop expected to happen as soon as the players make their way into the Bayfront Amphitheater. Again, the party has started officially at 10 o'clock with the DJ playing music, just getting them warmed up. At 12 o'clock, the Marlins should show up here, and it will all wrap up by 1 p.m. Of course, we're going to be right here, smack dab in the middle of it all. Belkis, Craig, back to you.
All right, Richard, I guess we got to remind folks at this point, this particular parade, the first one here, we're going to start, it's starting at Northwest 2nd Avenue, work its way down east on Flagler, and then hook a left on Biscayne Boulevard, and this one's going to end here at the amphitheater. We're going to have all kinds of dignitaries and whatnot, and that's just the first of the three, but that's what we'll be looking at for the next several minutes anyway.
They're going to present the big World Series trophy out here. We're going to hear from team owner, team president. Of course, we'll hear from Jack McKeon. We'll hear from Governor Bush. Lots of speeches, lots of thank yous, and all kinds of stuff going to happen out here. But it's also a good time to remind people that if you're watching on TV at home, maybe you're watching in your office, the streets that Craig just mentioned are actually officially closed until 2 o'clock this afternoon. So if you have any business out here, it's now turned into cheering on the champs business. So that's the business of the day. That is the order of the day, and that's what we're all doing. So
this is the day you want to be late for work. You've got a built-in excuse.
You've got a terrific excuse.
We're getting a look here, and forgive us because it's hard for us to see, but we've got obviously some folks. Brad Penny, I'm being told, there on his convertible, the chariot that's going to take him down to Flagler, and Carl Pavano we're seeing as well.
I think maybe all of the pictures are on these convertibles together. Forgive us, but our reception on our TV is kind of bad. We can't really tell who's who, but of course we know the names. Carl Pavano, Brad Penny, names we've been hearing over and over. Pitching throughout the series, they did a terrific job. Obviously, throughout the series, we heard from Steve Shapiro and a lot of the sports guys that this was going to come down to a pitching battle, and those are the guys that made it all happen.
This is the Metro Mover that they dressed up for the occasion. We've been hearing so much about in recent days. It's got all the Marlins stuff all over it.
And actually, when this Metro Mover rings its bell, or there's going to be some kind of horn or something, that is the official start of this parade, this victory parade for our Florida Marlins. So maybe that's what's happening right now, and I hope it starts soon, because these people are really excited to be here.
They're ready to go. You know, you mentioned the lineup as we're going to see folks. Oh wait, did we just hear it there? I think that was the official start.
There it is.
This is it, the beginning of the parade to cheer on the champs. And you can hear the crowds. As you started to mention, Belkis, we're going to go through the local dignitaries. Then we'll see the starting lineup, starting pitchers, the relievers, kind of in that order.
That's part of the procession there, the motorcycle cops. Looking good, sharp.
This has got to be great for guys on a team who, 6-8 months ago didn't exactly have a huge following at home games, and now to enjoy this. What a thrill it must be.
They're the best in baseball, and we're all here to say thanks, guys. Good job, great work, and we'll be here next year.